Hello everyone. So we are modeling this character in Maya and this is the second part of the tutorial. So in the first part we were able to finish up to here. So we learned how to use the basic cube and then connect the different body parts together. And in this second part we will reach this level, okay, where I have brought in the reference images and then we have moved the vertices in place to get a more proportionate body. All right. So let us see how to reach this level from where we left last class. So I'll open the file again, which was this one. And what we will do is we will bring the reference images in. So if you go to the front view, go to view, image plane, import image, and find your character image. This is what I'm using. I will do the same thing in the side view. So go to view, image plane, import image, and bring the image in. All right. So both these images, I will move them so that the character's legs are on the ground here. Okay. And then in the front view, I will bring the character plane, the image plane, so that it is in the center. I will do the same thing here and align this here so that we can place our character in the center and then align the left and the right view. Okay, then in the perspective view you can see that this object can move back and this object can move back, so we have our character to look at, and then it will still look the same here. What we will do is we don't want these two images to get selected, so in our channel box we will create a new layer and then we will freeze that layer. Okay, so if R is there, that means that is frozen. So now we can select our character, and in the front view we can start working with the proportions. So say for example I'll try to align the neck first here. Okay, and then go to vertex mode, object mode. I will delete this part, only work with this. Alright, so this top part will come here. Then we can move this up. It stays in the middle. This will come out. Okay, so here this will move up. Okay, and then you can then make the neck inside. We'll move the hand in place. We'll select all the hand components, move them up. Alright. So the wrist is here. Then this will rotate down. This is the elbow area, which is here. Scale it small. What you can also do is go to object mode, edit, delete by type history, and in attribute editor we can add some transparency, so you can see through the character. Okay, so this vertex, we don't want to mess up the straight line. Okay, so try to keep that. This is the arm part, okay? So our arm is here, so we'll try to get this here. Then we'll have to add more geometry for the below the bust area. Then the hip, this is the hip here. The hip is somewhere here. Entire character should be moved left. So this is the knee. The knee is here. This is the leg part. The hip should be rotated at an angle like this. This is important part of the anatomy. Okay, so the hip connects at an angle like this, and then you can rotate this, move it up, scale it up to try and match it. Starts again. Alright, so now we can work on the foot and get the foot aligned properly. So it looks like the foot is small, so I can select this one and scale it big. Okay, so it touches the ground. And then now we can work with the left view. So we can go to panels, orthographic, new left. Shading smooth. So that's our foot. So we need to bring the foot in place. The foot is here. This part. Scale it small. Alright, so that's the basic foot. What we can also do is try to get this foot scaled out. So I'll select this, shift select this and this. Then we can scale this out a little, scale this out a little. In the top view, this part of the foot is slightly inside and this is bent backwards, and then this can be a little on this side. So when I scaled this in, I didn't scale it this direction, so it has to be evenly scaled. Okay, so if you want, I think this is kind of big, scale it small if you want. If you want this to be small, All right. So that's the foot. Everything looks like it is aligned. What we need is the knees have to be slightly bent in the front. That's how it has to be for the rigging part. Now we will try to align the body, the neck. See that the neck is in the front here. Okay, and then we can scale this. So you can see that the reference image can come handy for getting things in place. And I'm doing this really fast, but spend some time and understand how these things work. So you can see that this will be really a narrow part of the body. Here, this part has to be narrow. And take your time to place things. And then you have to work with various views. When you these lines that are inside the body, they should be closer. This line here, so this line will be closer than this, and then that will be a wider. If you look at a cylinder, okay, you can see that because the cylinder is curving, the lines are closer at the end and wider. So we need to get that same thing here. All right. So these lines will be closer at the outside part here and then wider here. Okay. So this has to be significantly closer. And try to get all these elements in place. So I'm trying to get this here, right? So that should be good enough for now. And then we will work with the arm here. So for the arm, I want this to be a straight line. Here, okay. And then this will have to be narrow. So we will go to the front view and see this, how narrow it is. That goes there. Make sure that it is scaled in this direction also. Okay. Then the rest of the hand has to be scaled down. Then you can start rotating it slightly. Control deselect this, and then scale this, scale this. Okay. So to get that bend in the hand, and then we will work in the top view for the thumb. So the thumb rotates in this direction, and this will further rotate and move in the front. Okay, so you can see that that's how the thumb will look. And use the edges to move things in place. And then we'll go to vertex, and these need to be, see, so first thing is this part. We'll select the whole thing, this. Then what you can do is go to select and then click on grow, and this thing will rotate down, move down. Then we'll just select these four and rotate down, move down. Okay, and then we'll select the last part, then it further moves down, and moves closer. Okay, and then you can, this is going to take some time to model, but this has to come out, this has to come out. You can see that you get that hand where it is bending down. Then we need to start moving this up. So this will take some time to get the right shape, but the more time you spend, the better results you can get. So again, I can select the edit, delete by type, history, Lambert, get rid of this, add some skin color to it, and you can see that our character is now taking shape. The foot is done, the hand is done, the body somehow looks nice. Now, one more thing I wanted to cover in this class is that everywhere there is a joint where the character is going to bend, we need more geometry. So we will go to mesh tools, and then we'll start adding some edge loops. So every time there is a bend, we will need at least 3 segments. So it's going to bend here. So I will put one here, and I'll put one on the other side. On the knee, I'll put one on top, one at the bottom, and then we'll put one in the middle because we don't want very long polygon. One we can put here in the thigh, and then you can then start working with these. Okay, and then if you go to the side view, This can be rotated up like this, and these are your calf muscles which can come out. Your thigh muscles can come out here. Oops, I'm doing it in the front view, assuming that it is side view. So we need to work on the side view here. So here it is going to rotate up, and this is the calf here. This is the thigh here. Okay, and then this is the knee, so the knee will slightly come in the front. Okay, and then mesh tool, but edge loops, I'll insert one edge loop here. It's going to bend here, so I'll need few edge loops here. It's going to bend here, it's going to bend here, so we need more geometry here. There's the knee, the front view. The character is going to bend here, so we'll need one here. This is the below the bust. We will need one here on this side of the wrist, one on this side of the wrist, one on this side of the elbow, one here, one in the middle. This is the shoulder here. And then we need to move these closer. Okay, we can add some more geometry for the head. Okay, and then go to vertex, then start modeling this part here. So we'll try to follow the sketch here that we are using. That looks good. Here we need to select all this and then simply scale this close and move it. Okay, so we need to make things. Okay, to get this profile again, I will add some transparency and okay, again that cylinder concept where this is away. Okay, and then in the side view you can again align this. The middle of the neck can be scaled inside. Alright, so that looks good. And then I think this is pretty much looking good. Well, I can get rid of this, edit, delete by type, history, with the 3 key to see how the things look. So we'll select the bottom, scale it down. I can keep going on and on. I don't spend too much time while I'm recording this, but you get the idea. Alright, so I'll just stop. This is bothering me a little. Okay. Edit, delete by type, history. In the front view, we'll go to vertex mode, select the middle line here. Okay, make sure everything is selected. Okay, all these, and then scale it so that they're straight. And then our middle line is at the right place. Edit, duplicate special. And we reach that level where we have kind of the proportions right. In the next class, we will look at how to finish up and then add hair. And that's about it. We will be then ready to move on to adding eyes and the clothes in the class after that. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.